Hey there, everybody. We're going to take a look at this pool pump area. It's gone a bit wild and crazy, and I have never really liked how the pump just sticks out. So let's make a little fence around it. I got a couple of plants here I want to save. One is a za'atar oregano there in the front, and a lemongrass. I use them both all the time, so I'm not going to dig them up, just tidy them. After a bit of weed eating, this is what we're left with. Very heavy. I'm going to lay some plastic here around the pump. Later on, we'll cover it with some rocks, keep the weeds out. I don't really have a solid plan as to what I'm doing, but sometimes you just gotta get started. And I'm gonna use these old edging stones to kind of hold everything in place for now. This one. Put your finger. Lots of pipes and tubes coming out everywhere, so trying to cut the plastic to wrap around them. Now I'm looking to put in a couple of real light fence posts around the side so I can attach a fencing to. Not trying to set them too deeply. Don't have to hold a lot of weight, but I want them to be firm. I'm using just a little bit of quickcrete to hold them in place. Concrete makes you pour it in, spray it with water, cures by itself. I'm trying to build this with things I have lying around. Like I've got some 2x3 lumber, but I ran out for enough posts, so I'm using this Hoya log. And I've got some old bamboo I've been hanging on to. Gets a little dirty, but if you spray it with water, rub it down with some steel wool, really cleans it up. Let's get those stones out of the way for now. And you can see I've got an old piece of that bamboo fence still left. We're gonna use that. Alright, we're going to take that fencing, roll it out, staple it to a couple of these posts, see how it goes. I'm just eyeballing this, should be nice and easy. This fencing is just made out of bamboo wrapped together with wire, but when you cut it, you gotta make sure that you close the end or the bamboo slats will just fall right out. An old gas line here used to go to a pool heater and then a barbecue. And I cut a hole in the fencing and stick it out. Maybe we'll use it again in the future. Then I'm gonna take some of those bamboo logs, put them on the sides, fancy it up a bit. Oh, you hear that? That's the bamboo splitting. Gotta make a pilot hole before we start screwing into it. Yeah, that didn't really work out too well. I was hoping that the bamboo poles would hold the fence in. They just plain didn't. So I need to put some crossbars up along the top. Gonna put a little pilot hole to start. And get this long screw set in to attach the top brace. And I'm also finally going to use a level so it doesn't just become a fully crooked mess. And using a little L bracket there to attach the other side. And this time I'm going to put the bracket on first because I'm smart. It was pretty hard to get it on when the post was already in place. can go ahead and use those long 3.5-inch screws on this side. Well, when I put those cross beams up, turned out my fencing was terribly placed, wrong size altogether, fully crooked, so gotta cut it. These guys are really difficult to cut. When I started putting the bamboo poles at the top, I just thought I'd jam them together. Looked terrible, so I'm doing a nice 45-degree angle cut. Look at that, lines up perfectly. And of course my posts were the wrong size, so we'll just trim them up. Pilot holes in the bamboo. See, you learn. This way they don't shatter. On the other side, gonna go right in, no problems at all. Here we go. Whoops, we hit the other screw. But you know, never give up, and you can do it. Well, we've still got the control box and some of the tubing coming out of the pump on the front, but we need to leave that open to access it. We'll figure out something. Now we're gonna put some of these rocks along the inside, keep the weeds down. Got two 50-pound sacks of good old pea gravel, just the right amount to bury everybody, tuck it all in. I put in an old French drain here on this side of the house. Clogged all up, so we're gonna pull those stones and use them on the outside. And we did it. It's not perfect, but it's much better. I like it, and it was fun to do. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.